band is based on a song by Skip James, the old blues guy.
Yeah, I love Skip.
Came out in like 1930. Then Robert Johnson's version, 3220, came out in 1936. So I looked it up. I listened to this Skip James song, and then I listened to the Robert Johnson song, and they're basically the same song. Okay.
Yeah.
So they got their name from that, which is kind of odd, and
that's cool though.
Yeah, it is cool.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg. That guy over there, right over there, his name is Chris. And Chris, tell everyone what you have for me, for them.
Well, everyone, I've got a request to our Ko-fi site.
Yes.
I got a request to our Ko-fi site from Wonderboy75, and we've done a lot of his requests.
Wait, I did it right.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Wonderboy!
Okay. Oh, now it's got like it's an echo, not an echo, but it's got.
I think my wife just dropped the dishes upstairs. Yeah. Sorry.
This is a request for a song called "Shoot Your Gun" by a band.
I didn't know where that last word.
By a band. The band name is 2220s. It's 22-20s.
Okay. Shoot your gun. Shoot your gun. I'm going to write that down. Shoot your gun. By the 2020s?
No, the 2220s.
The 2220s. All right. You ever see that TV show from years ago, Room 222, Room 22?
Yeah, the one with Karen Valentine was always crying.
Karen Valentine. Right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And back then when they wore like the really short mini skirts, I think Karen Valentine
That's what you remember,
that.
Huh?
That's what I remember, yeah.
Whatever happened to her?
I don't know. But I don't think she's wearing mini skirts right now.
Yeah, you never know. She might still, look good in it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go off. I don't know why I'm so red. I'm gonna come back. One more time. Hey, I'm back, and I'm laughing still. I'm smiling. So shoot your gun. Um,
You're still thinking of Karen Valentine in a
yeah,
miniskirt.
I know. Yeah, that mini skirt. So yeah, I wrote some notes down. So that song is really interesting. I'm going to tell you what I wish it had. I wish it had some sort of change up. I wish
Uh-huh.
that it kind of
Oh,
it was from like beginning to end. It was kind of
it was uniform.
it was uniform, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think that what sort of makes up for that is there was a real force right out of the gate. I mean, like from like note one, it was like bam, 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 with the drums and the bass, And what I loved about the bass, I think I've said this before, like wasn't doing anything crazy like with other songs, where
Uh-huh.
I I don't just love a bass that just where they're going like Chris Squire like, going crazy and like, like, oh my God, how do you do all those
Mhm.
notes like in 2 seconds flat? But like getting the sound of the bass, a heavy bass, going up, matching the song, matching the sound, the overall sound of the song. And that bass was working overtime, in that regard, had a real sort of loud sound and was going up the neck. I loved that bass. I really did. Um, and the melody was just kind of sort of, it was cool. It was deliberate, but it was kind of straightforward through. Um, yeah, it was just a good listen, good sound, I think I would have liked it more though if they just had some other change ups or something, even just one, it didn't seem to have that. Again,
Yeah,
it was a first listen. So, I'm trying to catch this and that and that. Um, yeah. So overall, I
yeah.
would give it a thumbs up. Um, yeah. What were your thoughts about the song?
After I listened to it, I cut my thumbs off after listening to it. No, be honest with you. I really wasn't crazy about this song, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It was too uniform throughout, and it wasn't to me. Wonder Boy 75 has requested a lot of good ones, so we're gonna have a mixed bag, I think.
Okay.
But of course, like always, it's subjective.
Yeah.
Um, but what I found interesting about this, I'm curious as to what their other stuff sounds like because this band is. They're considered like a blues rock band, right? And this wasn't
Yeah.
really blues rock, but also what's interesting is the name of the song is "Shoot Your Gun." The lyrics are pretty straightforward. It's basically sounds like it's about somebody who doesn't really have any feelings and just treats other people like crap, and you know.
Okay.
But so the name of the song is "Shoot Your Gun," and the name of the band is 2220s, which is the name of a gun. So um,
Right.
I looked
Right.
it up because I was like, 2220s. On 2220, I'm thinking that's a Robert Johnson song called that, right? But I looked it
Gotcha.
up. It's 3220. So I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know what, I don't really know firearms like that. This is old stuff, old firearms. But so it was this. I listened to. Okay, so the name of the band is based on a song by Skip James, the old blues guy.
Yeah. I love Skip.
Came out
Yep.
in like 1930. Then Robert Johnson's version, 3220, came out in 1936. So I looked it up. I listened to the Skip James song, and then I listened to the Robert Johnson song, and they're basically the same song. Okay,
Yeah.
um, so they got their name from that, which is kind of odd, and
That's cool though.
yeah, it is cool. So like I said, because they're considered like a blues rock band, I'm curious as to what other stuff they do because this definitely wasn't blues rock
Yeah.
as far as the way I know it.
Yeah, Skip James. I'm so glad, right? He wrote that song for that Cream did, right? That Cream. I think Cream covered that song.
I'm so glad.
I think Skip James wrote that. Yeah.
I gotta look it up. You're right. He wrote, "I'm so glad." Wow,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
surprising to me. I should never have doubted you.
surprises to
glad.
you. You should never be surprised.
Not that I'm surprised that you're right. I'm surprised that Skip James wrote the original song. I'm so glad.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. Good. Fill in my gaps of knowledge with your knowledge.
Another one for Greg.
Yeah. What are you doing with that? Just wiping the spit on the wall or something?
Wind's coming out of the northeast.
Really? It's windy in that room, huh?
Yeah, got a little chilly, yeah.
Close the window, man.
One more thing too. So it's really interesting. Just really quickly back to almost the beginning when we were talking about the song and how we wish there was some sort of change. It's funny because I wrote down guitar, and I thought they were going into a solo, and it's interesting. I think that's where there was a really cool guitar part that I thought it sounded great. And I thought this is a solo, and again, not every song has to have a solo, but I thought if there's any song that needs a solo, I think this song needs it. And then they didn't go there. And I'm really thinking that would have been the change. That's why I just want to bring that up. I think that because I remember that sounded so good. And it was fleeting, and then it was gone. And I'm like, maybe you should have kind of like fleshed that out. So there you go. But again, overall, my thumbs are pointing upwards. All right, so I'm going to take us out and say, Chris, you have a good rest of the day. And to everyone out there, if you like this reaction, hit the like button, hit all the good buttons, as Chris would say, and we'll see you on next episode of Into the Music.
See you.